Hello everyone. In this video we are going to solve the question determine whether matrix can be obtained by rotation. So here we are given two enclosed and binary matrix. First is mat and second is target. We have to return true if it is possible to make mat is equals to target by rotating mat in 90-degree increments or false otherwise. Okay, so first thing note to note is that it is increments, so we can have multiple increment. Okay, and here we are having example 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 0 1. We can clearly note that after one rotation of 90-degree we can obtain this matrix. And in example 2 we are having 0 1 1 1 and target matrix is 1 0 0 1. So after as many rotations we can't obtain this target matrix, so we have written false. And similarly in example 3 we have written true. So let's see here for better understanding. We are having this matrix A B C D. Okay, so now after one rotation of 90-degree we get this matrix. You can imagine this in your head. Uh, okay, so for the better understanding, after one rotation of 90-degree we have this matrix. After one rotation of 90-degree we have this matrix. After one rotation of 90-degree we have this matrix. Okay, so and after rotating this by 90-degree we again have this matrix. So we were talking about this clockwise direction. Okay, so what about anti-clockwise? If I rotate this matrix in anti-clockwise direction, I will end up by getting this matrix only. And if I rotate this matrix anti-clockwise, I will end up by getting this matrix only. So you can go either clockwise or either anti-clockwise to get all the matrices that are possible. And what are the number of matrices that we can get from one initial matrix? We can get three different matrices: first, second, and third, because after that the matrices are going to repeat only. And let's see how the things are happening. So we are having A here and we get A here after 90-degree rotation. We are having B here, we get B here after 90-degree rotation. So what we observe? We observe that column number becomes the row number of each element after 90-degree rotation. For example, here the column number of A was 0, so the row number of A becomes 0. The column number of B was 1, so the row number of B becomes 1. The column number of C was 0, so the row number of C becomes 0. The column number of D was 1, the row number of D becomes 1. So this is a relation that I have got for the column number of uh, element in the initial matrix and row number of element in the rotated matrix. So, and what about the row number? What about this? The row number of the initial, row number of the element in the initial matrix. So, let's see here for A. We are having the row number of A as 0, and here we are having the column number of A as 1. So, what does this imply me? This imply me that that if I am having I as a row number of my initial row number of element in the initial matrix, then I am having the column number of element in the final matrix as mat of 0 dot size minus 1 minus I. What this mat of 0 dot size represent? Mat of 0 dot size represent the number of columns. Okay. Since we are given this the matrices as n cross n, it is n only. Okay, this is n only. So now we have this relation. Okay, as I have explained you, we can easily find these three matrices, and each time when I find this matrix, I will check if this matrix is equal to target matrix. If it is equal to target matrix, then I will return true. Okay, otherwise we will find other matrix that is possible from this matrix by rotating it by 90 degrees. Okay, I will check for this if it is equal to target matrix. If it is not, then I will again rotate it. If it is equal to target matrix, then I will return true. Otherwise I will return false, because at last I am going to return to the initial matrix only. Okay, so I think my logic is pretty much clear to you, and it will become more clear as we move to the code part. So here we are having vector int a is equals to mat. A is a copy of mat only, and if mat is equals to target, we will return true. If we are provided that mat and target are equal only, so we will return true. Okay, so as I have explained you that we will have three rotations. Okay, so here I am having I have written the code for the three rotations: first, second, and third. Okay, so what I am doing is, for int I is equals to 0, I less than mat dot size I plus plus. For int j is equals to 0, j less than mat 0 dot size j plus plus. I am iterating for the each element. Okay, using these two loops, and I am then writing this relation that I have explained here. Okay, that the mat of ij becomes the a of j mat 0 dot size minus 1 minus j. And if my this matrix becomes equals to target matrix, then I will return true. Otherwise, this will become my new initial matrix, because this becomes the initial matrix. Then I will rotate this matrix because I am supposed to rotate the initial matrix. Okay, so I name it as mat, and then after I am doing the second rotation, and then I am doing the third rotation to check it. And if after the three rotations my matrix doesn't become equal to the target matrix, then I will return false. And submitting this, it returns accepted. Okay, so if you like my code, if you like my approach, please do like it, please do subscribe it, and I will upload this code in the description below. Happy coding.